All right, before I start this, I just want to say, fuck all of you, all of you. You don't understand. I was just chilling last episode. I may have said one or two things out of ignorance, but then out of nowhere, I get jumped in the comments. And when I say jump, I mean it's a 1v like 20. I was just getting my ass kicked. So fuck all of you. Like I wasn't doing anything wrong. I didn't know. And everyone just jumped me. I felt like this. Well, if I'm not lazy enough, the clip should be playing on the screen, so you should be hearing this bit of audio. But I felt like this guy versus the comments. Everybody was jumping me because I said the wrong thing. I was like, I don't know, my bad. I'm ignorant. I'm not sure what I'm saying. But however, thank you for correcting me, even though you didn't have to jump me like that. But thank you. And that'll be the end of the intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Tower of God review, episode 3. And today's episode, it was good. It was interesting, I would say. Like, really interesting. And this episode more or less has to deal with Kun. And at the end of this episode, or towards the end, like the second half of the episode, we finally get to see Rachel for the first time since episode 1. Or we get to see Rachel outside of a flashback. But I'll get into that when I get to it. So, I'm just going to go through the episode from the very beginning. And the first part of the episode, we pretty much find out about Kun's past. And so from what I gathered so far, Kun, I'm assuming his sister was not chosen. The backstory to me kind of felt confusing at first because it said that his sister wasn't apparently chosen. But then it said that she was chosen into like the Jihad family. And first of all, when they said that she was going to be a princess of Jihad, I was a little bit confused there because I would think a princess. Well, never mind, because you can marry in. Never mind, forget everything I just said. Okay, so I was still confused though. I was still confused on how it said. I swear it said in the beginning that she wasn't chosen, but then it said later on in the episode that she was chosen. But somehow Kun was blamed in it. And by the way, how do you even pronounce Kun's first name? But that's not here nor there. But in terms of the backstory, I'm still a bit confused because apparently Kun's some disgrace to his family and some outcast. And I don't necessarily fully understand it. Of course, I would have to get the full backstory. We'll eventually get the full backstory, I would assume. But for right now, I'm very confused how it went from she wasn't chosen then to she was chosen. Or I probably misinterpreted it somewhere. I'm not sure. However, I'm really curious to see how Kun's past plays out. Well, I would assume everyone knows who he is since his sister was able to be in some sort of selection to be a princess of Jihad. But Kun, still probably my favorite character so far. I'll talk more about him as I get into like more of the episode recap. As for right now, I do have a question because I kind of thought about this because I forgot what specifically triggered this in my mind. But there's a question I have. Are you allowed to move freely within the tower? And when I say that, I mean, of course, you can't move upwards in the tower. But however, if you pass, like, just say you're on level 1, you pass level 10, you pass level 10. Are you able to just freely move from level 1 through 10 back and forth? But of course, you have to take another test or trial, whatever, to get to level 11. But can you just move back and forth freely between the other levels that you have already passed? So can someone in the comments answer that question? Because I'm very curious about that. Because if that's the case, I wonder if they're ever going to go down the tower to like backtrack or something like that. So I'm really curious about that. As for the rest of the episode, we get into our next trial, or I forgot the name they actually call these things. Because for me, it's very confusing. Not very confusing. It's just I don't remember. But there's like the test, and then there's like these mini games in between the tests. And so I think we're on like I think we're still on floor 2 or something like that. And in the comments, I remember I got jumped specifically because I said that, are we just going to do a floor per episode or something like that? And everyone jumped me. And so apparently we're doing the entire season on floor 2. I'm not even sure if are we at floor 2 yet? So I'm still very confused on how this sort of thing is laid out. But correct me if you will, because I really want to know. Anyway, we get into the first game that we're playing. And before we get into that, I want to talk about this balloon. This balloon guy was hilarious. Just his design is funny. And so when people say the One Piece of webtoons, it really makes me think, because so far what I've seen, Tower of God has a lot of interesting character design. And so One Piece is a big contributor to odd or weird character designs. So I like it. But this conversation that the balloon guy had with Kun was very interesting because Kun was ready to kill him. He was legit about to kill this man. I see that he really takes this family thing and him being a disgrace very seriously, because even Bam tries to ask him about it, and it's just something he doesn't want to talk about. But however, the balloon seems like he's trying to finesse them. Kun doesn't necessarily take his advice, but he adheres to it. So they go in to take the next test, and the next test is they have to pick a door within the allotted amount of time, and whichever door is right, they will be able to pass, and if not picked within the right allotted amount of time, they will apparently perish. So initially, the way Kun was thinking and I was thinking was very similar, because initially I was thinking, since there's a timer and apparently there's 12 doors, I did 12 minus 10 to get 2, and then they flashed the 2 on the screen. So I'm like, all right, okay, door 2, let's pick it. And then Kun just kind of goes like into deep thought, and he starts to overthink everything, and then we start to get more glimpses of his past, and that's the part where it comes confusing. I feel like this part of his past kind of contradicts the later part of the beginning of the show, because it said that she was chosen, but then in the beginning it said she wasn't, but I'm not really sure there. However, he pretty much just overthinks everything, and he just can't fully express his thoughts and figure out what to do. And then Rack, of course, being yo he is so funny. Rack is so funny. He actually, like, he probably will be my second favorite character, just because Kun too smooth right now. He is too smooth, but Rack is hilarious. But Rack, been using his instincts, opens the door, because apparently you can just pick any door within a allotted amount of time. And the cool thing about the time thing was the clock said 10, but it played out for 5 minutes, and so I thought that was pretty cool, pretty interesting. Fast forward the rest of the episode, we get a glimpse into Rachel's team, and my God, Rachel seems like a monster right now. I gotta admit, she seems real nice. I like her, because her team apparently just took out everyone, and which I have a question about that. I was very curious, or very confused, because Rachel entered the tower first, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Why is she at the same floor, or at the same place that Bam is? You get what I mean? That doesn't really make sense. If she entered it first, how is she at a slower pace than Bam? If you get what I mean? I feel like that's kind of weird. It's kind of odd. It is what it is there. It doesn't really matter all that much. However, Rachel's team though, and Rachel, the way I saw that blood, and if they that ruthless, ooh, I can't wait for episode 4. Get to see some Rachel and a Rachel and Bam fight. But actually, they wouldn't fight each other. I mean, I don't know, because Rachel like seems like she's trying to avoid Bam. She keeps trying to keep that hood on, and if she was trying to see Bam, she clearly knows that Bam is across from her. And by the way, speaking on that, how does Bam know that's Rachel? The man got 20/20 vision. Cause ain't no way from across the room you are seeing Rachel through some jail bars. Plus she has her hood on. Ain't no way she's seeing her. That man got 20/20 vision. But Rachel looking real interesting right now. I'm really curious on how strong Rachel is and what she can do. So I hope she has some fight with Anak. And speaking of Anak, my God, Anak might be queen. That crown looked very nice on her, because she was putting in work. And I really like that sword too that she used. So all that was good. I think the second game, or well, it'd be the 4th game, I would think. 4th game that they're playing, or challenge. It's pretty interesting. They're pretty much playing King of the Hill, basically. I find it very interesting. So I'm looking forward to next episode and seeing what goes down, because now we have Rachel in the mix. And so I wonder how they're going to play into how Bam move and affect things. I got a feeling Bam is going to just kind of take the side of Rachel. But from the way Rachel is being so hidden, I feel like she's up to something. My deduction would be that Bam and Rachel kind of meet each other, and Bam's trying to get back with her. But Rachel, for some reason, I guess the testing him. But we'll have to see. But Rachel looking nice so far. You look, that her team is looking mad clean. They took out the entire floor by themselves. Okay, but I have to see when I get there. Episode 4 is gonna be real good. Hopefully, I get to see a Kun fight. Please give me a Kun fight. Kun versus Anak. Somebody, like the big dude on Rachel's team. Somebody. I need that fight. But however, this is the end of the review. This is a really good episode. Looking forward to episode 4. This time, can no one please jump me in the comments? I'm sorry if I'm ignorant. Please don't stomp me out again. But I hope you all have enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.